Hi, welcome back to the garden. We are actually joined today by Adan.
Hello.
This is actually Aiden. We'll call him Aiden, but his real name's Adan. I'm Alyssa.
I'm Carissa. That's Adan.
I'm
Aiden.
Adan. Aiden.
Yeah, we decided to bring him on for today's episode. We're super excited to jump into it. Aiden, wow. We all go way back, but I feel like I don't know, it's crazy. Like we know each other from like long ago, but we didn't realize it cuz we all grew up in the church. And then yeah, we just all love Jesus. So here we are.
We're going to start off with a fun question, and then we'll get into it. Right?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
What's the most underrated worship song?
The most underrated worship song. I mean, there's a lot, but there's a really good song called Yet. It got remixed by Maverick,
Oh.
but can't think of
Maverick City Music.
Yeah, Maverick
Oh.
City Music. Yeah, Maverick City Music remixed it with the original artist. Like they're on it together.
Who's the original?
I want to say it's like Kingdom something.
Siri?
Hey Siri.
Yeah. It's
What's the song Yet? Remixed by Maverick City. Who's the other artist on that song?
That's not it. It's whatever. It's a good song though. And it pretty much just talks about like new believers and old believers feeling like they're lost with Christ and like they're falling away and they don't want to be forgotten. Like don't I think one of the lyrics in the song is like don't leave me yet.
I feel like it sounds familiar.
Yeah. It probably is. It's a really good song.
Mm-hmm. I love Maverick.
But a lot of people have issues with it, which is why I think it's underrated because people like listen to it and take it the wrong way than what it was actually intended for when it was written.
Oh, it's like problematic.
I wouldn't say it's problematic, but you could definitely find a problem with it, I guess. If that makes sense.
Dang it. You thought really deeply about your question. Your song.
My fault.
I just picked one like not a lot of people do this.
Like
On a
not a lot of
Sunday.
people sing it on Sunday.
Yeah.
What is it?
Child of Love.
It's a good one. It's fun to
How
play.
does it go?
I am a child. That's how it goes. Am I wrong?
Do
That's
the
right.
bass line. Do the bass line.
I don't know what the bass line is. I don't know. I just know playing drums on it. Playing drums on it is pretty fun.
I'll play it for the chat.
Really? Just acapella it,
I don't know.
It's good.
so you don't get.
It's
copywritten.
underrated, so I don't know it.
Yeah.
Okay, cut.
That's all they get.
Child of Love by who?
We the Kingdom.
Oh, they're good. Oh
good.
gosh. There are a lot of underrated songs. I feel like I have like two. I can't choose. Okay, I'll just go with Defender by Upper Room. I feel like I always go to that one.
That's a good one.
This Springer.
Yeah, it's fire. Either way, good choice. That's a super underrated song for sure.
What's your other one?
Yeah, what was the other one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know the title of it, but it's like you go
Oh.
before I know.
Defender.
Ooh, that's a good.
Oh wait, no, that is
So that's Defender.
No. No, it goes I called, you answered.
Came to my rescue.
And you came to my rescue.
This guy.
What?
Off the dome.
It was the next line. Okay.
had that one ready.
I forget who it's by though.
Him.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah. That was good. Add those to your guys' playlist ASAP. If you haven't heard them.
No Rocky.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into it. Let's do a couple questions.
Who are you?
Who is Adan?
Who am I? I am me. You guys ever seen that movie, Surf Surf? Like, just let me be me. Like,
Cody's a bum.
yeah, Cody's a bum. Cody's this. Cody's that. Cody's me. Let me be me.
I thought you were saying, ever seen the movie The Greatest Showman? When they're
All right,
like,
Corey.
I am strong.
Sorry, no name dropping. My fault. Corey loves that movie though. Love you, Corey. I love Corey, and Corey loves that movie.
Yeah, who are you? How old are you? Where do you come from?
Yeah,
What do you look like?
I look like this.
If I'm listening, I don't know that.
It's true. Well, my fault. I thought the camera would show. I am a brown man with now short hair. Used to be long hair.
Oh dang.
Now short hair.
I forget.
Shout out my job for that. And my name is Adan. I am 20.
You're 20? Sorry.
No one has to know, baby girl. That's a good one. You're 20?
Aiden's behind on memes.
I am. I'm super behind on memes. Like I didn't know about that whole like the tra-la-la-la whatever.
Nobody in this room knows about it.
Crocodilo? No?
No.
You guys
Is
don't know
that
one?
Italian brain rot?
Yes. Yeah, which I didn't know.
Oh, wait, I did know about that because all the kids at VBS were speaking in Italian brain rot.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was at first. And then Mateo just started talking about Crocodilo.
He would know Italian brain rot.
Lilo,
Oh, he
something.
would know it.
Yeah. So I had to catch up on that. But I'm behind for sure. Anyways, that's me. Is there anything else people need to know about me? As far as like who
You
I
got
am?
like your siblings. What's your job?
Family dynamic, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know Jesus?
My job. I'm in the military now. That's fun. Exciting stuff. I go back in a few days. Just got to come home on a little vacation, so that was
Just to
fun.
celebrate the 4th of July.
Yeah, 4th of July,
That's the best
America.
way to send back.
And then I get to go back to the fun.
Is it a disclosed area or it's undisclosed?
No, it's just in Georgia. Yeah, Georgia. Until
he's rehabbing, right?
Yeah, I'm rehabbing. I came home because I got injured. And the army was like, "Well, we're gonna let you go home for 30 days and heal up, and then come back, and probably get broken again. So that'll be fun." Shout out Army for that.
Shout out America.
Shout out America.
For real.
Yeah, but it's a great job because I had a ton of X-rays done, a ton of MRIs done, saw a bunch of doctors, and because of my military benefits, I will never see
A bill.
a bill for that.
That's so good.
So, yeah, shout out America for that.
And paying my
Yeah,
taxes.
shout out taxpayers. Really hooked me up with that one. Thank you.
Anytime.
But yeah, so rehabbing, going back soon, back to Georgia, Fort Benning, Georgia, and then in October, ish, I'll be heading over to Italy for an unknown amount of time.
Ooh.
That's why I gotta learn
Yeah.
Italian brain rot.
Yeah, got to know all the Italian brain rot for when I get over there. Italy will be mine. Yeah, Italy, I'm coming for you. Okay, you're not ready.
Is that a threat?
Yeah, nope.
It's
Promise.
A promise.
It's a promise. Yeah, I promise Italy, I will be there.
Oh. Okay.
And I will be at all the tiny cafes.
Oh.
So
You thought he was gonna start a war here or what?
no, we love Italy. We love the UK.
What?
Well, some of us
The UK and Italy?
like the UK, Europe, like that across the pond.
The pond.
Yeah, the pond, as they say. My fault. That did make it sound like I thought Italy was in the UK. That's on me. Poor choice of words on that one. But like Europe, the UK, the islands, all the
All
areas
of it.
over there. Soon to be mine. So excited for that. But yeah, as far as like my family goes, I was raised in the church. Before I was born, my parents were going to MCC. Actually, before they were married, my mom was going to MCC. or which was back then was Grace Christian Center,
Mhm.
and then it was something else before that, I think. But I wasn't alive for that. Don't care. Yeah. So I was raised in the church my whole life, as was all my family, my siblings, my two sisters, Amanda and Shannon, and then my brother Ashton, my niece and nephew Lola Abel, father Leo,
Shout
mother
out, everybody.
is Tracy.
All
Shout
of
out
them.
mom and dad, sisters, brothers, nephews and nieces.
Big
And
family.
yeah, big
Unc.
family. Call me Unc. Crazy. I am. I mean, I am an uncle. I was born an uncle. Actually, a lot of people don't realize that
Oh yeah.
because Ashton is not technically my brother. He's my nephew, but we were just raised together in the same house. I'm actually his uncle, but he's like 5 years older than me. So shout out, you know, brothers that are not brothers.
Brothers in Christ.
Yeah, brothers in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so big family. Family dynamic. I think people are under the misconception that like because you're raised in church, like your life is perfect and everything you do is perfect, the people around you are perfect, and that's just not the case. Like I said, Ashton, being raised together, my sister, lived a very different life when I was younger. Was really out on the streets doing her own thing, and thankfully she got saved. She now runs the men's home and is on the board of some things in Tracy. I don't know all the details, but it's super cool. Super proud of her. But yeah, like that's what life was like. Like I grew up when I was born, my sisters were already leaving for college
Mm-hmm.
or to go start their lives. So, like
big age gap.
big age gap,
Mm-hmm.
20-year age gap. And so that was definitely different from what a lot of people have. Like, you look at your typical family in the church and you get all your siblings the same age and they're
Very
all
close.
very
in the same
close
age.
and,
Mm-hmm.
very into the same things. And that was not the case with me and
Mhm.
my family. It was like there was me and my brother, and we live very different lives. Like he has very different interests. I have very different interests. He'd rather be inside. I'd rather be outside. Like
Mhm,
it's so growing up, we didn't do a lot together. We weren't close in that sense until we got older, um, and could bond over like music and things like that. Because we're both musicians. I guess I should have mentioned that. He is a great musician. Shout out Ashton. I mean, Carissa knows. I think you guys actually made some music together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah, he's awesome. He's really good at what he does. Super proud of him. I think he just dropped some new music recently. Go listen to that. Shameless plug. Won't lie, I have not listened to it, but
I
will.
support.
I will listen to it with you guys as well.
Link in
Um,
bio.
yeah, sure. Link in bio. But yeah, so we were able to bond over that as we got older. I play drums, and we need to write some music together. So need to get on that soon. But yeah, that was my family growing up. Like we weren't close in the sense that most families are, but we still found our closeness.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of her when you met her?
What?
Honestly, we're getting real on the pod. I thought Carissa was strange. I thought she was very unique and had her own like personality that I never encountered in anyone else. I was just like, whoa, that's Carissa. Like that's the best way I could describe it. It's like every interaction I had with you was just like we kind of just kicked it off at 100. Like we were going. And you don't see that a lot.
I
In
used
fact,
to be afraid of you. I don't remember interacting with you. Like I thought I was really shy around you.
maybe. I don't know. I didn't feel that way. But I was also like a 15-year-old just trying to be around everybody.
He was around everybody.
I was.
You were.
But it was good for me though. And then like getting to know Carissa, like as the years progressed, um, now I obviously know a lot more about her and understand her a lot more than I did when I met her.
How'd you feel about Alyssa when you met her?
Well, Alyssa and I met a long time ago without even realizing it.
Yeah, we didn't know that we knew each other.
Like when I look back on it, I don't remember a lot of those times.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like obviously the age gap. Like you knew my brother more than you knew me.
Yeah.
But knowing you
Dang.
now is
Alyssa's old.
dang. Aunt?
Auntie.
Is that what's not talking about unc? That's auntie.
Aunt.
Ooh.
Auntie status.
He makes me feel like grandma's status sometimes, though.
Grandma's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, looking back, I remember like bits and pieces, but I don't remember a lot. I do remember more Ashton than you, because him and I would be at like youth together and stuff, and then yeah, once like we all started like coming together for young adults and everything, and then like you guys came around and stuff, then it was like, oh, he's chill, and he's very like dependable. I feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's like the earliest thing that I can like put together, and like consistent. But I don't know, like the first day that we actually like, oh hi.
It's probably young adults. Like when I first started coming, because that's when the group was like really like everybody was always there.
That's when you came, when it was popping.
Yeah, when it was popping.
Dang.
Like I started coming 2023, maybe late 2022. And
because you came when you turned 18. Right?
yeah, I came like right after I turned 18.
Yeah.
I think I turned 18 and like a few days later was Monday night.
I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that.
But yeah, that was probably like the first time you and I actually like interacted.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That we both like continued, like all of us like continued to like follow God in like our different ways, and like we're all back with each other.
Yeah.
Oh.
Through like
you guys.
And you too, like
different
churches and stuff, like
yeah, you were going to my church for a while, and then you went back to TCC, and I didn't see much of you for a while, and then like
I was always at young adults.
But I mean, yeah, that was the only time I saw you.
She's like, let me just make that very clear.
Like I was used to seeing you like at youth and then on Sundays,
and like
every
single day,
and then every single day, and then it was like, oh, nah, I don't see Chris as much.
And you kind of get nervous because you're like, well, did she stop coming?
Yeah.
Like, as in, like, did she stop like following God?
No, because I knew, like, we still like talked a little bit. It's like
it was like I knew where she was, and like I kind of knew what was going on, but it wasn't really my business.
And
we just didn't see each other like physically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like I'd say like the same thing, like with you. Like I would see you only on like Mondays and like Thursdays at the Limas, and then like at some point like you and I got closer. Like we helped you move into your house. Like that was cool.
That's crazy. I forget that. Oh my god.
Moving in the pool table with Jordan. That was
wild.
Wild.
Dang.
But yeah.
Girl, he was there. Dependable. Goes back to
dependable. Try to be.
So as you like grew up in the church and you've been at the church for so many years, what's like the biggest change from like you being like younger in the church and knowing more about God, teenager and adult life? Like how has God changed like throughout that?
Like my view?
Like those 3 seasons.
Okay. Yeah. So I would love to say that I've known God my whole life, but that would just be a lie. I've known of God my whole life. And as a kid, I think like as most kids typically are, like I don't want to say you don't care, but like God just isn't really something you're thinking about. Like you're just thinking about being a kid. If you get lucky enough to like get raised in a family like that where they are very like faith centered in everything they do, and that's not to say that my family's not. It's just they're on a different level. They really are, and like and I admire that. But I just didn't have that growing up. Like we spoke about God a lot. My mom, every morning my mom's up reading her Bible at 5 a.m. every morning. I've never seen a day where she hasn't been. But we just weren't like that. Like we prayed, went to church, served, but it just wasn't the same as like families like the Parks. And so I didn't view it the same. I just kind of went to church and then, did my own thing. Like I was a kid. And then as I got into like my teenage years and I could go to conferences, I could go to youth events, and like I could actually understand who God was for myself. And that's what I think it really is about, is like God is somebody and something that has to be experienced to fully understand.
For yourself.
Like you could sit here and talk to anybody all day about God, about Jesus, about the Holy Spirit, but if they aren't encountering it themselves, words only go so far. And then we turn around and expect them to read his word and take it as fact. When if they don't know anything of him, you're asking an impossible task of somebody.
Yeah, very.
And so I very much so believe that like God was something that I had to experience for myself to fully be able to call myself a Christian and say that I follow Christ. And so that was what happened for me. Is I started going to youth when I was way too young, 11. I think I was like 10 or 11. I wasn't even in middle school yet. And the pastor at the time, who was running the youth group, asked me to come and play drums because he knew that I was like really into music and I was playing drums. And he was like, "Hey, you should come out, start coming to youth, and you could play drums on Wednesday." And so I did. And at first, I think that was the only reason I was really going
To play drums?
to play drums, was because I didn't like. Back then, I was the only kid my age going to youth group. Like, none of my friends that I was growing up with in the kids' church were going to youth yet. Their parents didn't want them going yet. So, like, the only real people I was able to start becoming friends with were the older kids, which kind of led into my life now. Like, all my friends, especially like in the young adults, are all older than me because they were who I grew up with. Like, it wasn't, I don't want to say that I never had the chance, but I feel like I never really gave myself an opportunity to get close with the kids my age, because when I started going to youth, it was just all the older kids there. And then eventually you become the older kids, and that's crazy in itself. But yeah, so like I started going to youth, and I started to understand more about God and what he is and what having that faith is. And then I honestly, I couldn't put a finger on it if I tried to remember when exactly I had that encounter, but it was definitely at a conference or at a camp. I want to say it was at a winter camp. The year, I don't know. I was young though, for sure. Probably
wrestling.
What? Yeah.
When that video
Yeah.
was made.
There's a video of that? Oh, I need that video immediately.
I'm not recording.
Why you like?
So I can get that. I'm not, I promise. Look.
Look.
Kiss, or what were you guys doing?
I got oh.
He's going for the Is it back first?
I don't. Is it? Yeah.
What is it? Stepping off or just back?
Whoa, dude. Hey, you guys, I'm the rest of
Yeah. Oh,
Like what?
I used to have like the part.
The complete?
Yeah, or like flow down the side of the head. Crazy times.
So
But
it was like one of those years that you went, like you
yeah,
truly
it was like one of the years as I was a kid,
encountered him.
and I really had that encounter with God. And then it just grew like that. My faith in him, my belief in the existence of God, just like it was like a fire. And then as I got into high school, they started doing like what we were calling, I think we were calling like intern. Like you were interning as a youth leader, which was essentially just being a youth leader without the title of being a youth leader. I thought it was kind of silly, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. You get a lot of life experience out of it, like getting to minister to kids younger than you. And then you learn a lot about yourself within that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's definitely a lot that I had to take account of that I wasn't. And, it humbles you for sure. But yeah, so like my faith from my like early teenage years going into now being a young adult were probably like the most like detrimental years that just my faith just went off. And, now I don't want to be the kind of person that says, "Oh, I've never felt closer to God." But in a way, like, yeah, I probably would say like I'm at my strongest right now, but there's always room to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's always room to grow. But I'm happy, I'm happy with my life, getting out of some things that I was stuck in, with people and situations that I put myself in, truly. Like there's no one to blame but yourself most of the time. Is at least what I've found. That it's really easy to blame everybody else for what's going on in your life. But a lot of the times it's typically something you put yourself in, when it really boils down to it. But, it was good to get out of that. It was good to leave. It was good to, though it wasn't what I wanted, per se, even though it was my choice, it was what I needed. Good.
So you talked about drumming and whatnot. How did you begin your drumming journey?
So like I said, I like growing up, was always into music. My brother's a musician. My mom sings on the worship team. Now my sister also sings on the worship team. But just drums was something I was always like attracted to. Like it was like it's cool. Like, that's just, like being a drummer is cool. Even when I didn't know how to drum. And then we went to a I don't even know what you would call it, a festival, I guess, called Spirit West Coast. And it's pretty much like you drive somewhere. I was little. It was like 2011, so I don't remember when exactly it was, or where it was. But we pretty much like go camp out there, and like it's a bunch of Christian artists and bands that come out, and for like a few days they just have like a festival.
That's cool.
And so we went down to do that, and I saw the drummer of Newsboys, Duncan Phillips, and he was on this platform drumming. And this was also the first time I'd ever seen like a cool drummer, like in the Christian genre of music. Like I feel like you see like music like that, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's just boring." Like people really do not understand like the different levels of Christian music that there are.
No, for real.
And so he was like the first visual experience that I ever had of that. And he was on a platform playing some like crazy setup kit that was like, when you look at that, you're like, that's not worship music, ready. And then he does it, and you're like, that's intense. Mm-hmm. And so he's on this like platform, and it starts spinning while he's playing, and then it like went on the wall. Like they put him sideways on the wall, like he was like strapped down to the seat, and he's drumming, spinning sideways on this wall. Yeah, it wasn't like literally he's like spinning, and then it like puts him up on the wall, and he starts spinning like this while he's drumming.
What?
And I was like, that was like the coolest thing a little boy could ever see.
Is there a video or is this a dream?
No, it's real. It's real.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I saw him do that live as like a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm sold.
I'm sold.
I
Yeah,
wanna
that's
drum.
literally what I was like, that's awesome. And then I don't remember if it was him. Like because they were doing meet and greets. I think I also saw Francesca Battistelli there. That was awesome. Fell in love with her as a 6-year-old. I just thought she was the best. Now she's married, but it's whatever.
Get him next time.
Good for her, I guess. Yeah, good for him.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some, and I just lost that one. Yeah. Is what it is, though. But yeah, so I saw that, and I was like, I want to be a drummer. And then at another one of the meet and greets there, I bought a pair of drumsticks. Or I shouldn't say I bought. My parents bought me a pair of drumsticks. I was broke back then. Yeah, being 6 and whatnot. You don't have a lot of money.
Dang.
But yeah, so I got a pair of drumsticks, went home, and just started hitting everything that I could. Drumming on pillows, couches, pots, buckets.
Your mom.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, everything. And I just fell in love with it. And then I would go to nope.
No lessons?
Self-taught, yeah. Aside like band class in middle school. But yeah, never took lessons or anything. I would just go to church on Sundays, and then when service was over, I would just like sneak up in the drum cage and just
That's cool.
go at it, making noise until it made sense.
That's
And then
so cool.
eventually I know that it's a style. There's a name for this, which I cannot think of, but it's like I will listen to a song and then I'll go play it. And I'll just play it until I get it right.
Oh, that's cool.
And like that's how it's a certain type of learning. I've heard a term for it before. I don't know what it's called, but where like you can just listen to something and look at something, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna mimic that now until it makes sense. And that's what I did for years. Like I would every now and then I'd look up like there was an account called Drumeo where they put out lessons, But I was just never able to really learn that way. I'm very much so a hands-on learner. Like in school, I did not like school at all because I don't like reading something. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like if you show me something,
Mm-hmm.
I can do it
Mm-hmm.
because I just watched you do it. Now I know how to do it. But if you like were to explain it to me, I would just be like in one ear and out the
I'm
other.
lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I was with drumming. It was like I would see like the drummers at church play, and I'm like, oh, that was pretty cool. Let me go try that after church now. When
After last service.
yeah, after last service, let me get up there and to the point where like it would like even annoy people because they're trying to have like church meetings after church, and I'm just in there just going at it. But yeah, so I fell in love with it, and then I just continued with it, and eventually my parents bought me a drum set, like a little beginner set, and I played that thing for a long time, um, much longer than it life could hold up for.
like the electric one, you know? Where
No, it was a real one. It was a
Oh.
gammon, Gammon, or Gammon. I don't know how they pronounce their company. Some like Chinese company. I don't know. But yeah, like super bad set. Like not a good set as far as like making good music goes, but it was a beginner set
Mm-hmm.
and it was fun, and I beat it until I broke it. And then I fixed it and continued to play it. And then I got lucky. I want to say it was when I was in high school ish, maybe 8th grade. A guy at my mom's work played in a band, and he just had like a really nice set. And he gave it to me. Like I came home one day and my mom was like, "Hey, go open up the back of the car," and there was like a drum set in the back of the car, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like I thought she bought it for me at first, and I was like losing my mind. And she's like, "Yeah, this guy at work, I was telling him about how you're a drummer and all this," and he was like, "Here, there's a set for him."
That's crazy.
And so yeah, so that was like my first really
brown one?
nice, yeah, the one I still have, the Thomas Starr Classic, beautiful set. I love it. It's like a wood floor finish on it.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
It's clean.
Yeah, I love that. I love that set.
That's so crazy.
And then I just slowly like made tweaks to it over the years. Like once I was getting money and I had jobs and whatnot, I could put money into it to make it better, and I did, and I still have it. Yeah, it's awesome.
Wow.
And then so I just started practicing on that more and more. Um, more like researching into like better quality like sticks and better quality cymbals and how to do different things with it, and it's just become like an obsession that's taken like a good amount of my paychecks in my life. Drumming is expensive. People don't realize that it is a very expensive hobby. Like one pair of sticks, I think at one point I posted on my Instagram, like one pair of sticks was like $14, and then I broke them like that day. It's expensive and like ridiculously overpriced, but in the end it's worth it because it's given me the opportunity to worship God in a way that I never would have been able to.
Mm-hmm.
At least I personally feel that I never would have been able to.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because I tell everybody that playing drums is my altar. Like that is where I am closest with God, when I can pray my hardest, when I feel like I'm receiving, guidance from him the most, is when I'm in that drum cage. It doesn't even have to be on a Sunday. Like nobody could even know I'm there, but I'm there, I'm playing, I'm talking to him through that. And but yeah, I've had some intense moments just being alone drumming. Like I have a video where I'm just like I'm going crazy, and I just start like punching the drum. Like I was mad that day. Like it was like, or not just that day. Like it was a season I was in my life, and it had like all culminated up to that day, and I was like, I just need to go talk to God. And so I'm playing, and I just like raged. Like it
You're
was
like, forget the sticks.
I remember this day.
yeah, probably.
She probably does.
Yeah, I was just going crazy, and then I think I recorded. Yeah, I recorded on my phone, and I'm playing, and I just like dropped the sticks, starts like punching the drums.
Dang.
I was so mad, but I felt great after that. I felt like I had given everything I had to
Yeah.
God in that moment,
That's what I was just about to say.
and it felt like He had actually received it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was heard,
Mm-hmm.
and none of that would be possible without my journey through being a musician.
And like how you like communicate, like how you use that as like communication, like to God, like through your highs and through your lows too. Like you play like on your like great days and like even on your bad days, you're like, I'm gonna play my heart out and like give this to you, and like you're gonna take that because like you're such a loving God and like you want to take everything that like we like surrender to you, and like that's what I feel like they were talking about on Sunday is like sometimes like we just want to give God like the good and stuff, but we don't want to give him like the harder things or things that like it's hard or like heavy and stuff, but like he's willing to take those things as well. So that's cool that like you were willing to like give those to him, and like you were so upset and like you knew he was gonna like take those from you.
Yeah, and then that's really how it is. It's like I feel like, okay, I don't know how to say this, God, so I'm just gonna play it. I don't know how I'm gonna play it. I don't know what song I'm gonna play it to. Sometimes there's no music at all. Sometimes I'm just playing, like just to see, oh, this sounds good, and then it turns into like a 10-minute just solo session of me like crying and like seriously. And then I just feel like refreshed after that. Like God has come down and it's all right, bro. You're good.
I remember one time Adan was drumming it up, and then I think in between service, or maybe he made a decision. He didn't tell anybody, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, like there's one more person that wants to get baptized, and then Adan just walks out the drum cage. And everyone was like, what?
Yeah.
Wait,
I
what?
forgot about that. I got baptized while I was drumming. So this was...
I thought he went up like early.
No.
As the last person was getting baptized, Aiden's like, all right, time to close out the worship session.
No.
I mean, you meant he walked.
I was playing drums and I walked out of the drum cage, got in the baptismal pool, got baptized, got out of it, and got back in the drums, and we kept...
Oh, that's so cool.
Continuing on with service.
In his cutoff t-shirt.
So was I wearing the cutoff t-shirt?
Dang, that's so cool.
People hate that. People hate me so hard for what I wear at church because I'm a firm believer that it does not matter what you're wearing. Okay, let me pause on that one.
Wait, pause.
I'm a firm believer that like what you're wearing should not matter. Like I'm not here for you or for you to, compliment me on my outfit or how I look that day or how I smell. Like obviously smell good, pull up to church, like be modest and whatnot, but like good. Touching on like her whole cutoff comment, like I pull up to church to play on a Sunday wearing like shorts and a cutoff and like Vans, and that is fine with me. And my pastor doesn't have an issue with it. Why should I? Or why should anyone else? Like I'm not there for you. You're not there for me. And if you are, then you need to, get right with God on that and figure out what your real priorities are and why you're there. Because we're not there for a show.
Yeah.
Like we're not there to put on a performance. We could have the worst musically inclining worship set of all time, but it doesn't matter. Because if we're there for the right reasons, if we're there to worship God, then it shouldn't matter what it sounds like. It shouldn't matter what it looks like. It should matter just that we're doing it.
Yeah.
And that we're coming together as a congregation, as a people to worship our God, the God.
So when did you like transition from like just being a drummer to like drumming for God and like joining like worship and doing?
So, like I said, I'd been asked to join for youth when I was like 11. And then it kind of, once I realized, because it's very nerve-wracking at first which I didn't take into account, I just like showed up. And back then there was a lot of kids going to youth. Like, I mean, I think you were even going at the time. Yeah, so like there was a lot of people there. And though we're not doing it for the people looking at you is nerve-wracking.
Especially that age too.
Yeah, that age when you're like you're especially
middle school, high school.
You're looking for that reassurance in those people, like you're looking for that affirmation, and so it's nerve-wracking. Like and they're just looking at you
with like a blank face too, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and what I've learned is that 95% of the time, if you mess up on the drums, nobody really hears it, but you know it's happening. You know you just messed up, so you think everybody heard it, and then you freak out.
Really?
Yeah. As long as I'm worshiping, I know that God is going to work miracles through what we're doing up there for the people down in, in their chairs, and not to worry about what I look like, what I sound like. Just be present in the moment, worshiping, and He's going to work through that. But to answer your question is I wasn't always like that. I was very, for like the first couple years that I played in the church, I was very worried about what people thought. I was very worried about how I looked, how I sounded. Um, and I had to come to a moment with God where I realized that's not what it's about. Like, it's not about me. It's not about what I look like, what I sound like, who's hearing me, who showed up to watch me play, whatever. It's not a show for Adan, you know? And so once I was able to get right with that, and thankfully I got right with that at a very early point in playing in the church, because there's a lot of musicians who don't, and who spend a lot of their time in the church playing for themselves and playing for their own glory. And I was lucky enough that I was able to be put in a position with God where he checked that very early on. I was like, hey, no, like that's not what we're doing here. That is not why I put you in this position. So once I was able to get to that point, it just became all for God. You know, even whether I was playing worship music on a Sunday or a Wednesday night, or I was just playing on my own to some, like, you know, whatever rock band was out, it didn't matter. It was all for him. Like that, my passion was only my passion because he put that in my heart. And so once you get that right in your mind and your heart and in your soul, everything you do becomes for Christ.
What did your circle look like when God impacted you the most?
Referring to like
who'd you spent time with?
No, I get that part. I mean, like with the God impacted you the most part, like
those teenage and like adult years.
Yeah, when you said like
where he was moving the most.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Yeah. So I would say like when he first started like moving the most per se, I was still a youth, so obviously the fellas, you know, Mateo and Corey, we spent every single day together.
And how old were you and how old were they?
I was it was like a baiting question. When we first started hanging out, I was 14. And I think Mateo was 17.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
And Corey was 18. Because Corey was like a youth leader.
Intern?
Yeah. He
graduated early.
Yeah, he graduated early. So he became a youth leader when he was like 17, I think. Yeah. But yeah, we did everything together all day, every day. Very like shaping years of my life for sure. And I would not be who I am now without those times happening. You know, especially like during COVID. Because I think I was a sophomore when COVID happened. And I remember like the day, the 2 weeks off started, Corey picked me up from school. And I think it's on my Snapchat memories for sure. We like picked me up and we got Mateo, and then we like went fishing, I think. And
you and Mateo were at the same school?
No, so Mateo was a senior when I was a freshman. So at this point, Mateo was already graduated. If I was a sophomore.
Oh.
Yeah, because Mateo graduated my freshman year.
Mateo graduated in 2020.
Yeah. So he would have been graduated
during COVID?
During COVID, yeah.
No, it happened our senior year. That spring.
No, because I was a sophomore. Am I tripping on my timeline? I might be tripping on maybe. Oh no!
Wow, I remember
I think
COVID
it just bled into my
senior
sophomore year.
Yeah, I think Chris.
Yeah, I think it. I think it.
Year.
Yikes! I think it just bled into my sophomore year. So my timeline's a little off there.
All those years blended together.
Yeah.
Like my timeline after that's like all messed up because like
COVID blended all together.
Like everyone's the same age still.
It really like when I was just talking about this with Mateo the other day. Like we started hanging out was right before COVID, and then boom, 7 years have passed.
Dang.
Like, we've been friends for 7 years now.
That's crazy.
And we were hanging out when I was a freshman in high school, and then boom, now we've been friends for 7 years.
Dang. That's when you guys like first connected?
No. Mateo's younger brother, Benicio, him and I had been friends since we were in like kids church together. But I didn't know Mateo until like my youth days came along. But yeah, Benicio and I were close as kids, and then as I got into high school, I became friends with Mateo and Corey, because Corey and I had been friends for a long time, because he'd also grown up in the church with me, and we kind of connected to Mateo that way, because they were friends, and then they kind of pulled me into the group, and then we just did everything together all the time. And so that was like my friend group at the start of like my building in faith. And then they introduced me to the young adults at a certain point. Like obviously I turned 18, and then they pulled me into your guys' group, and then I met all of you guys. And then that was pretty much, and still is, like my friend group. Mm-hmm. It's a funny way that God works, like the way he'll take people out of your life. And it's to the point where my only friends are believers now. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not friends with any non-believers. And I've been lucky enough through that to reconnect with some people and bring them, into the fold to know God. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, some of them have slipped back into their old ways and think they're happy doing that. And I do pray for them and hope the best for them, that they come back and get that re-encounter with God. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'd say that my friend group has only grown, which is rare to say. I feel like a lot of people, they have good friends and they get really bad friends. Like they go off to college and they go do all these things, and I've been lucky enough to not have that happen to an extent.
Do you have any like military worldly friends? Or do you have military believer friends?
They're not his friends. They're his coworkers.
No, they are definitely worldly. They believe in God and they call themselves believers, but they're not.
Like they don't have an active relationship.
No, yeah. In the military, like a lot of the times you show up to church. Obviously not me, of course, because like I actually want to be there. But what I've definitely seen with the other guys there is that they kind of show up to church because they want to get out of having to do other things. Like, hey, if you go to church, you don't have to go clean the chow hall, So it's like, oh yeah, that's why they're there.
Mm-hmm. What's the difference between church there and church here?
Very different. Church here is what you want church to be. It's everything you hope it is. Like the community, like the messages are great. The atmosphere is everything you want it to be. Over there, I think I described it to my mom one time as like, I feel like the messages were only directed at military objectives. Oh. And men, yeah. I mean, because where I was at, we didn't have very many females integrated into those companies. As far as when I go back, I'm not sure how that's going to be. Because I'm going to somewhere different when I go back. But when I was there previously, there was not very many women there, which is a good thing in the environment we were in, because when you put guys alone, like especially worldly men, alone by themselves for months at a time, and then you bring a woman into their life, they don't know how to act. Mm-hmm. Like they just absolutely lose their minds and get in trouble, and it's just like, man, what are you doing? Like, you're about to throw your whole career away because you were alone for a few months. Like, calm down, bro.
Are there civilians at church?
No. It's everyone there is military personnel.
Wow.
You're either a trainee or you're an NCO.
Even the pastor?
Yeah, the pastors, they're officers.
Oh.
Yeah, they're typically like captains and above.
Do they believe what they're saying, or are they just
like... Yeah, no, so they're pastors. So they are called chaplains.
Yeah.
So they join the military with degrees in like biblical studies, and I don't know all the terminology, but they were pastors beforehand, before joining the military, or they joined the military to become a pastor. And so I think there's different chaplains for different like
religions. Okay.
I know we have like our Muslim services, our Jewish services, Christian services, pagan services. Like there's all sorts of different. I don't know if those other religions call them chaplains. I know we call them the chaplain because that's like what their military job title is.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they call them other things.
I think they're chaplains because like chaplain's a more broader term
Yeah.
than like a pastor, like priest.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. Like it's
Because
chaplain is
chaplains
just the
also
chaplain.
work at like the hospitals. And,
Yes.
Like, they'll come
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
Wait, in your Christian, I don't know why I put quotes. In your Christian service,
Mhm.
is it like Christians? Okay. Well, Christians is like really broad. It's like, are there Mormons, J-Dubs?
Yeah. So we have. I don't actually no, because we have an LDS service too.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So there's an LDS service, a Catholic service,
Catholic service.
a Protestant service, which I go to, and then
What's Protestant?
I'm pretty sure it's just like the general Christian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I don't know. Don't ask me stuff like that. I don't know. But a lot of the guys, I'd say like a good 97% of the guys I was going to church with were only there to get out of having to do something else. We would go back to what we call the Bay, it's like where we live, and it's just like the most diabolical things you've ever heard come out of someone's mouth.
After they just got like
We were just like singing Yeshua in church.
They sing that?
Yeah, we were like singing Yeshua over there, and then we
Wait, is there a worship team where they just play?
It's one dude.
Oh.
It's I can't think of his name right now. It's some old dude, and he shows up with his acoustic guitar and like puts a click track on, and just starts. He's
Don't
awesome. He's awesome.
You should ask to play with him.
We don't have any instruments. It's literally just like okay. The chapel though is so cool.
Cajon.
Right?
Tell him if he brings it, you'll play it.
Right? I should, but I don't know. He when we were on our pass after we graduated, I saw him at Walmart. He was like with his family. Yeah.
What?
Wait, are you allowed to go to multiple services? Like, can you go to the LDS service, or can you can only choose one?
If you are sneaky, yes.
Mm.
You're not supposed to. They tell us no. They tell us you got to pick one. Because then at a certain point, they're all at different times. So you could skip a whole day of cleaning tasks and all this stuff because you went to Protestant, then you went to Catholic, then you went to LDS, then you went to Islamic services. Like,
Yeah.
But can you choose one each week, like a different one?
Yeah.
That's what I was
yeah,
thinking.
you could change up all the time if you wanted to. Like you could be
That's
Protestant
cool.
this week and Islamic next week if you really wanted to.
Well,
Just
that's
to
not
see
cool,
it.
but that's like,
But
yeah, it's interesting.
yeah, it's definitely, and I've seen it happen. Like I've seen like guys go to Protestant with me, and then next week they found out through somebody at the Islamic service that they had snacks there.
Oh.
So they go to the Islamic service. I'm so serious. And I was confused. I'm like, bro, weren't you just at Protestant last week? And they're like, but they tried to play it out. They're like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to explore something else. And I was like, okay,
See him with a
okay,
little
cool,
croissant in
yeah,
his hand.
yeah, cool, I guess. And then like I hear from somebody else, they're like, yeah, no, man, he just went there and he was just eating snacks the whole time. I'm like, yo, got snacks there? Because at Protestant, we
I
don't.
might need to be Islam.
Just show up for the snacks. Like, what the heck? Because they're getting like sodas over there and stuff. And you're like, man.
That's how they get you.
You need
Right?
to tell Mr. Worship Man to bring you guys some
That's
snacks.
what I'm saying. But honestly, I have a really hard time connecting with the church there. Just to bring it back to your original question, like the difference is the messages feel very directed at the military. Like a lot of psalms, a lot of like protection scriptures and like stuff like that. It's like we're not really getting into Christianity as like a whole. I think 1 week we did. They had a guest speaker come.
Oh.
And
Like,
he
what?
actually it was he was still a chaplain. He was just a chaplain from another base.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
So he was the
cool,
guest speaker.
though.
I mean, do we not do the same things? We have pastors from other churches come and guest speak.
True.
Yeah.
Like it's the same thing.
She was thinking like Steve Furtick.
I wish. We're like right over there too.
Yeah, you're right there.
Like, get him up in here.
He'll preach for 3 hours. You won't do any cleaning that day.
Amen. But yeah, he showed up, and he actually spoke. I think I wrote it down. Actually, it might be in my Bible. No, it's not. It's a bigger piece of paper. I looked at my Bible and realized it's not in there. But it was like the qualities of being a Christian man while also being a soldier. And it was like the first and only message while I was there that I actually felt connected to.
Wow.
All the others were just like psalms and like protection, like talking about God being your protector and how He'll guide you through war and this and that. You're like, all right, bro, I don't care. I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't need to hear that right now.
You need something more to like
I need something more than that.
Get your mind off.
But the worship, like the worship for the like most part was always pretty great. There was definitely a few times where the songs were just not it, or he would like try and remix some stuff to make it like what was it? It was I can't remember. It's a very classic like hymn, and he made it into like a military thing, and I was like, bro, this sucks. I was like, this is not it.
Wait, did he use the trumpet?
No, it was like I don't. Something's like hallelujah, like something blessed like the infantry or something. I'm like, bro.
Give him 5 seconds.
I don't care about it. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, so he would just always throw me, and he would sing it like every Sunday. He would open with it. I'm like, bro, please stop.
Wow,
please stop singing this, man.
Imagine working 24/7 and then showing up like, oh, I get to go to church.
Right.
And it's all about work.
It's all about work.
Oh, that is
exactly. It's like I'm working
true.
Monday through Saturday, all day, every day. We wake up at 4 a.m, we go to bed at 10 o'clock at night.
Dang.
And then I show up on Sunday morning, and they're preaching about
I didn't even think of it.
the work I just did for the past 6 days.
Dang. Yeah, that's.
It's like, all right.
That sucks.
So they got to the point where like the past couple weeks before I left there, I didn't even go to church. I just did my own personal Bible study in the Bay with a few of the guys who were believers.
In the Bay.
And honestly, I felt much more connected to that than actually going to the church there.
Yeah.
Do they have a suggestions box?
No, they don't care.
The trash can.
They don't care what you have to say.
That's so funny.
And they can actually take church away from you.
Like from you specifically or from everyone?
Okay, no. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. They couldn't take Sunday church away. They could take because the chaplain would come and do a Bible study with us on Wednesday nights.
Oh.
And then randomly he like disappeared because he went to a school. He went to airborne school to learn how to jump out of planes. Why? I don't know. Why a chaplain needs to be jumping out of airplanes? Who knows? But hey, so he was gone. Like out of nowhere, he disappeared for like 4 weeks, and there was no Bible study. And like another chaplain took over for Sundays.
Dang.
Chaplain Moses, he's cool. Okay, no, he was cool. I actually had a very serious conversation with him after one of the Bible studies one night, and we talked for like a good like hour and a half.
Dang.
And like, I got in trouble for it later because we had a report time to be back at the Bay, and I wasn't there. He ended up he ended up talking to my commander and like letting him know like, hey, like I was with your soldier at this time to this time.
Oh, that's cool, Chaplain Moses.
Yeah, Chaplain Moses was cool. He was like the only one of the chaplains that I actually got something out of what he would talk about. But they would and did take away at one point our Bible study nights. They were like, oh, you guys want Bible study? You could sit right there on the concrete with your Bible, and I'll give you guys 45 minutes of alone time.
Wait, they took away your mats?
Huh?
Your mats?
What mats? We don't get mats.
Wait, they took away your Bible study? What?
No, they took away our Bible study, gave us our Bible, and said you can go sit right there for 45 minutes on the concrete alone.
Oh, so you just couldn't like Bible study in like community?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was freezing cold outside and raining.
Oh.
And they're like, yeah, you can go sit over there.
You want solitude? There you go.
Yeah, you can go sit over there with your Bible, and I'll give you 45 minutes.
You guys like all the branches?
Yeah.
You respect each other?
No. Okay, there's a difference between respecting somebody and being cordial with people. I love and respect. Actually, I'm not going to say I love or respect because there's a lot of really bad people who serve. There are a lot of really terrible humans who somehow made it through and that you'll serve with. So I respect the people who join up to serve, but that does not make them a good person. I've definitely met a lot of very terrible people just that I've served with so far. And those problems handle themselves. They really do. Eventually you slip up, you'll make a mistake, and you'll show everybody who you are, and everyone will disown you for it because we work in a profession where it's life and death every day.
Mm-hmm.
And if I cannot trust you with my life, then I can't trust you at all.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a lot of guys who I genuinely, and like people say, oh, I pray that this and that. I genuinely have prayed that I never serve with them at a duty station because I know that I could not count on them to save my life if it came down to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's your life next week?
No, my life next week is hectic, and it's gonna be very tiring. Like getting back into the routine. I've been home for a month, and life here is very different than life over there for sure. Like so much structure over there, and all the freedom in the world over here. So going back, I gotta start waking up at like 4 a.m. again or earlier, because when I go back, I'm going to a recovery unit to do rehab, and gotta shave my head. Gotta wear my uniform every day. I gotta
you're shaving your head?
I have to. It's so.
And your beard and your mustache.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Because we're under what's called TRADOC, and under.
Wait, I thought you said you could keep your hair long there.
Not long. I could probably get a fade. Hopefully. Yeah, no, because I'm so serious. Every Sunday there, we zero like straight clipper to head, buzz your head, no fades, no none of that. It's all prohibited under TRADOC 16-3 something. Yeah, they no facial hair, no.
You can have a little mustache.
Once you're in the military, yes. Like once
like this one?
Once you're in the force, yes.
From here to here.
Yeah,
like a Hitler.
From the corner. Corner of your mouth, yeah.
Kind of like how what Adan had on his poster.
And it can't go past your lip. Like it has to be like above the lip and at the. Some guys push it. Like you, some units don't care, and you can like grow a little bit more of a better looking mustache. And some units are like, no, like pull out measuring tapes, and they're like, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
like his poster on his.
I'll shave the scruff for sure. But I think I'm going to try and keep the stash. I think I'm going to try and push it. Because I'm technically under what's called a profile right now, where I'm on an injury. So, like, I can't get smoked until they clear me off that profile. Smoked, sorry. Forced to do an immense amount of military exercise against my will. So.
How many push-ups have you done there versus... before you went to, have you done more there?
In total?
What?
Like in total or like in a day?
No, have you done there more total than in your whole life before you
ever? Oh, wow. Oh, 100%. That's crazy. For the first like 3 months I was there, I mean, we were doing probably like each person was doing close to 200 push-ups a day.
You get a dictionary before you get there, because how do you know all this military terms?
You just learn it while you're there. You just hear it every day, all day.
But is everybody else like confused, like with you, that's at your level, or is it like, oh, like I'm the only one that doesn't know?
Pertaining to what exactly? Like terminology.
Toe on the line.
Oh no! Everyone knows what everything means there, because everybody else.
But like,
will
the new people, if like you're the same new person with like this other guy, and you both get there and you both don't know what it is.
You learn through, like, they very much so, like, their learning style is with a stick. They beat it into you. It's just what it is. Like, not physically beat me with a stick, but, like, metaphorically speaking, like, they beat it into you. You don't know, and you will know. Very, very quickly. Dang. So, we'll go upstairs, do the welfare check, and they dump the lockers. They just start looking for everything. They check all around like the metal framing. They'll lift up the locker. Like they check every crack and crevice in that room. They'll go through the bathrooms. Like they have like wires that like they'll stick in the toilet, and like because like people like put stuff in baggies and like stuff them in the toilets.
So like if they find something, how do they know whose it was?
They don't unless they find it on you or in your locker.
Or like in your.
But everybody gets punished.
Oh, that's annoying.
But they'll play pranks. The drill sergeants, they think they're the funniest people in the world. They really do. And sometimes they are. Sometimes I've heard some pretty funny stuff.
You'd be like, oh, that'd be funny if I was one of you.
But one of the drill sergeants, he pulled out his dip can, an empty dip can.
So he can have contraband?
Yeah, right. And he put it in one of the kids' lockers. Like, they were doing the. Well, he was a kid. He was like 17. Kirk. Yeah, he put it in Kirk's locker, and while we were doing the searches, because we're all towing the line here, and our lockers are behind us, so they're just like going through our stuff. And then all you hear is, "Oh, oh!" It wasn't dip. It was Zin. It was a Zin can. Like, oh, so we got someone doing Zins around here.
Zin
and
is sin.
And we're thinking like, nah, because we had just done what we call bay maintenance. We cleaned everything, and we're like, nobody has contraband. There's no way they just found something unless somebody like really had it hidden and didn't tell the rest of the group they had it. So like we just hear, oh, so we have somebody who wants to Zin around here. What in the world is happening? And from across the room, you just see a drill sergeant Perez climbs up on a bed and goes, oh, and you're not sharing? And we're like, nah. Because it was, and he like, and all you see is just this can like bounce like off the bed into the middle of the room. And it's a Zin can. And we're thinking like, no way. First of all, no way. Second of all, how did he even get that in here? Like, where did this guy get a Zin can from?
Dang.
And then Joe Sergeant Perez was like, nah, we're just kidding. We planted that. They were like, no.
That's messed
thankfully
up.
that-
Did you guys laugh?
Yeah, we laughed. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
this was right before I left. So at this point, we've all like,
You're like, "Ah, see you guys
we've all
later."
created bonds in a way with the drill sergeants. Because over time, you do like, they become more friendly with you and you create certain connections. But like when we did the first one, when we first got there, no, they're robots. Dude, they're locked in and they're just there to ruin your life. But it's to build you into something better. It really is. Like when you see it, the culmination of it, like when you graduate and you look back on all the things they put you through, you're like, wow, that really made me a different man. Like it's really built me into who I am and who I'm going to be. But you also learn like building the kind of leader you want to be. Because in the military, there's a saying that at some point you are going to be a leader. Unless you get out like early on, everyone's going to be a leader at some point. Like you just are. You promote.
Weren't you a leader?
Yes, yeah. Before I left, I was a squad leader, which was fun and not fun. If you guys want to get into that, we can. But you will promote. You just will. And so you take what you're learning not only from a military aspect as a soldier, but you're seeing what your drill sergeants are like. Because before they were drill sergeants, they were just sergeants. Like they were just leaders. And I'm labeled as what's technically called a recycle. So when I get there and they read on my file, recycle, they're going to assume I messed up. Because they're not, they'll probably ask me what happened. And then I can tell them, hey, I just got injured and it was whatever. But 90% of the time, when you're showing up as a recycle, it's because you failed something. So they're just going to assume like I'm a piece of crap and treat me as
It
such.
won't have like rehab or like any type of like injury or anything like on your file, you know what I mean?
It'll be on my file, but they don't read the file.
They just see recycle.
They just see recycle and they're like, all right, well, this guy sucks. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's that. That's what I'll be doing next week.
Any ways that you can challenge yourself
Or others?
or us? Anyone? Everyone?
Yeah, challenging myself first would be just getting like, it's going to be a challenge within itself, getting back into this routine of being in the military because it is a very like routine-based job.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be a challenge within itself. But challenging myself on that would be just being disciplined, you know, like not, we have a saying like 5 minutes early is on time.
Sounds like someone else I
It's
know.
a good one. I really enjoy that one. I think today I was actually 5 minutes early. So,
I told them.
but I like to be even further ahead than that. Like,
Yes.
personally, I believe closer to 10 minutes is
10.
on time.
Yes, that's her. Speaking to the
but
choir, that is her.
If you don't believe that, that's fine. No judgment there. Maybe a little bit. But it's not for me to judge you on. Yeah, so I like challenging myself is just getting back into that mindset of being 10 minutes earlier rather than 5 minutes to formation or to whatever it is that we're doing. Because then it gets me out of trouble and keeps other people out of trouble. Because if I'm late, then everyone's going to get punished for that. But yeah, just discipline would be the challenge for myself. Then challenging others would probably be like discipline as well.
I was gonna say, I
Walking
can be
in.
10 minutes earlier everywhere.
I heard a whole thing, but I forgot what it was. The whole thing about being like on time and just like how you wouldn't. Like some people show up like, oh, let me show up after worship or like during worship for church. Like as long as I'm there for the message, like we're cool. Where it's like, no, like
Don't
why
get 'em
not
started now.
That's
give
good.
God like your whole time?
That's good.
Like you wouldn't be late for like an interview. Why are you gonna be late? Like just because it's God. Like no, it's still like a physical thing that you should be present for. It's still like time that you're taking out of your day to be there for. Like for a Bible study, for like whatever, like yeah. Like the time that you told yourself like last night, oh, I'm meeting with God at 7 a.m. for my own personal Bible study. Just because like no one else is there doesn't mean you shouldn't still meet there because you told him you would be there.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, and it also like goes into your character and like
It
because
really
people
does,
see
yeah.
you like as like, oh, you're a man of God, like, oh, you're a representation of God. Like, oh, this guy's always late, so God's always gonna be late.
It tells you a lot about yourself, and it tells everyone else a lot about you.
Mm-hmm.
It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good challenge.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna do that.
You always do that.
No, I don't. Not with some, like sometimes I do like put in like certain excuses, like, oh, it's just this person, and like they won't care.
True. Like I could see why you say that. Yeah.
Don't want to call anybody out though.
But
Good though.
what?
Call a lot of you out,
Oh,
but a lot of people call me out too. So gotta be careful and disciplined. All falls back on that discipline.
accountability.
Accountability. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We just talked about that the other night.
Like you can hold each other accountable. You should hold each
You
other
should.
accountable. Yeah.
You can and should.
Mm-hmm.
Just about how you say it.
Yeah,
It
there's
is.
a good way of like going about it.
Yeah.
But that also like can go person to person. Like some people need you to just be straight up and upfront, while other people need you to be like, Aiden.
Yeah. Some people
I
need their hand
really-
held,
Yeah.
and some people need to be punched in the face.
Need a compliment sandwich.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really appreciate that you're doing this.
I don't like
but
that. I don't like when people compliment sandwich me.
You like being punched in the face?
I do.
I like
I would
punching
rather.
people in the face.
Oh yeah, I would rather.
but I like a
like,
compliment sandwich.
Like I know Chris and I have punched each other in the face a couple times.
What?
Word. Yeah, I don't like the sandwich aspect of it. Like I feel like I can just catch it too quickly, and I'm like, Then I've set a preconceived idea of how this conversation is gonna go, and then I don't want to have it. It's like, no, what the heck?
And then it feels condescending because it's like,
Yeah.
did you really mean that?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. It's like you didn't mean what you just said,
Mm-hmm.
or at least I don't feel like you meant what you just said.
Yes.
Whereas if you just like walk up to me and like, dude, you suck, boom, and this is why. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. Now I can fix
Yes.
it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's fire.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We're gonna-
This was
Thank
awesome.
you, Aiden.
I've
Yeah.
always wanted to be on a podcast.
We're going to pray for you, I guess. For everyone that doesn't know, 4th of July is coming up.
Let's go.
But it
4th
probably
of
this is going to
July.
be after 4th of July. But
Those are my fireworks.
the
And my
fireworks are
guns,
going
my
off the
legal
other
guns.
night. And Max was like, happy birthday, Max.
Oh, love Max.
Anyways, yeah. So, God, I just thank you for this time. I thank you that you have allowed us all to be here and that you've allowed us to live in such a great country and a country that allows your free will, Lord. A country that allows us to say your name and speak it and learn more about you on our own and just with others and publicly, Lord. I thank you for Aiden. I thank you for his life. I thank you for the calling you put on his heart to serve you, one in the church, and to serve our country, Lord Jesus. Yeah. So we pray like a prayer of protection over him as he goes back. We pray that you continue to help him rehabilitate and that they take it easy on him, but we know how it's going to go, but we pray that he just has that wisdom and that diligence to just keep going and to keep fighting, and that you are going to instill strength within to him. So yeah, we just thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Are we checking?
Can you hear me?
Check.
Check.
You guys can check again.
Oh. Check. Check.
Okay.
Clap.
Nope, don't clap. Check again, Alyssa.
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
Yeah, that works. No, don't clap.
Carissa.
Aiden.
Hello.
Nope.
Nope.
I'll tell you when to clap.
Wait, is it recording?
Yeah.
No, it's
On
not.
the camera.
It's not recording on the camera?
Yes, it's recording on the camera.
And we are live from YouTube.
What's up, church?
Are you gonna clap now?
I clapped. Congrats. What's up, church? What is up, church?
We are the church.
We are the church. Okay, now let's start.
What's the clapping for?
Sinking.
Sinking.
Okay.
I'll wait.
Dang, that's crazy.
My fault. Okay,
Terrible mic etiquette. He's drinking in the mic, Ryan. Get this.
My fault. My fault. My fault. Go do your thing. Do your thing. Let's go. You get the sun.